So there we go. Lights out and away we go. Baku Grand Prix has started. Buddha on pole, Gamer lines up second, and Gamer, he pushes Gamer to the wall. Razim with his one of the best qualities ever. Oh, 3 wide. There, Hnandi. Oh, Gamer and RETO are battling hard pretty much. Meanwhile, Hnandi is already up to 5th. They're qualifying 7th. Antimus Prime is on his tail, also known as Anti, and Kado is in impressive 7th place on his not debut, but Banner reserve. Then we had a 3 wide going to turn 1. There is still battle for the lead. Gamer, RETO, and Buddha. Oh, a bit of lag. Now we can see Buddha is in 3rd. Gamer is up to the wall, and we're gonna have clouds. It's gonna be a bit of cloudy.
And RETO running away now. This would be really decisive for the race.
4 wide. Oh, Hnandi was pushed to the wall. And meanwhile, Sobel is doing something in 11th place. He's trying to fight, but Nomskar is also in 10th place, which is very interesting for these drivers. They are usually in much higher positions than this.
Meanwhile, RETO might actually be catch up again, but he's very close to Slipstream. But let's see if he can or not, because that will mean they'll be all connected. But some lag from Gamer there.
Yes, and
now some gaps opening.
Oh!
Yeah, this is what happens when you are on the outside and on the 90-degree corners. That's death, basically.
Yes, it is. Meanwhile, Danny Meta, who qualified 12th, is up to 9th place, which is very low for this driver. And Hnandi is again pushed to the wall. Oh, and he pushes.
Oh, massive pivot.
Meanwhile, Anti asks for a famous ass. And now, Gamer is chasing up Buddha. Will he overtake? Not yet. On the tail. A bit of lag here again. Gamer.
Somehow, this might be just Gamer glitching out. This has happened sometimes. This fortunately never affects the server, but sometimes can be really a pain in the ass to battle with him sometimes. But yeah, but right now what's important that RETO is run away, but Buddha is still very close, and I can see Buddha catching up to the Polish drivers. So let's see. It's I would say a battle pace, but although that will depend a lot on what Gamer will do behind him.
Yes, and I can see a huge battle between Grandy, Dynamite, and Sobel. Not battle, but a train. And now,
And I would say, watch out for Sobel, because he might certainly have an some effect in this race if he stays for long and slows down the drivers at the front. After they pick up.
Yeah, that's for sure. And meanwhile, Kado is still running 7th.
And then Animator going for the undercut. He's the first driver to pit, and obviously for him it would be good if it doesn't rain suddenly, but I don't think it will. But now he's in last place, just passing Kubo now, but he has some clean air, but soon he's gonna have lots of traffic, and most of them are drivers who have pitted for hard, so let's see. I'm not sure if what's gonna happen, if he cannot lose time or not.
Yes, and now you can see Gamer, Anti, Hnandi all pitting for mediums. Never mind, I lost them. Also, Kubo already pitted too, and Granty into the wall. I just noticed it in the last moment. Meanwhile, and he almost brake tested the Grandy, not Grandy, but Julo, Dynamite, and Urist. And meanwhile, Dynamite is still in. Is in 16th already, which isn't progress for him, but a very low position still. Meanwhile, Hnandi is chasing down to Nomskar, who is yet to pit. If I'm right, yes. Look at the tires, Hnandi kills the wall. Oh, huge train between Game on Goose, Julo, Skip, and Urist now. Meanwhile,
I think pitting later could have been an option for those who are on softs, for example, because There are so many people starting with mediums and hards, so those who pitted earlier would have quite a lot of traffic at the beginning. Like we saw, Danny pitted and he was like down to last place, and so we have lots and lots of traffic. So there's a lot of time to lose, especially when you are in a street track like this.
Yep, and will Hernandi make a move here? No, he waits for Pimushis. Waits for Slipstream. Pimushis pits now. And Sobel, who is yet to pit, is on hards and is running 5th place. But he lost quite a lot of time already, so he should pit. Oh, and the weather marker is a bit moving. He hit the wall, and Hernandi is just right behind him. Let's see how will this turn out. Oh, pushes Hernandi into the wall, interesting. And now pits.
Meanwhile, RETO still leading the race. He's pitted for softs while Buddha is pitted for the hards, so RETO has managed to pretty much pit and not have that much traffic, and Buddha had Sober right behind when he left the pit, so I think now it's basically a strategy battle. Let's see, it's basically softs versus hards. Yeah, but let's see what these two drivers will do with strategy and see who will come out on top.
Yeah, and Sobel is now in 9th place after pitting for softs and is having a battle with Pimushis and Kado, who's still in top 10, which is very impressive for him. Meanwhile, Pimushis goes for the move and shaves off Sobel into the wall. And Sobel chases him down with Slipstream. He's already almost on his tail. He's the wall a bit. Not very much happening in the front, as I can see. And Pimushis shifts off Sobel once again. Oh wait.
And Pimushis, after really bad qualifying, just recovering, and now he's up in P8, so really good job from him.
Yes, a bit of lag from Gamer again. While Pimushis and Kado battle it hard, but they're losing some time to Sobel actually. They're not trying to slipstream each other, they're rather battling. And so Pimushis goes for the move on the inside. Kado is still right behind him. Will Kado overtake him? Will he? Will he? On the outside. And he almost does actually. Dynamator goes for the second pit stop. Oh, Pimushis shifts off Kado a bit. And now it opens the possibility for Sobel to attack it, which he almost does. Kado is still in front of him. Now he will chase down them, and meanwhile we have a battle between Hernandi and Rozim, who are both on mediums, but yet to pit for the second time, which they should actually very soon. Rozim backs out from this side by side, and will he backs? No, he doesn't. Oh, Gamer, he might have made a mistake.
RETO pits now.
Yeah, and Buddha is now in front.
Yeah, and RETO goes once again for the soft tires, so I guess he's going to use softs for now, and Buddha might just use the hards. I think this might really be a soft versus hards strategy.
Yes, and you can see how Sobel, Pimushis and Kado actually creating a Sobel train again. If Dynamator will join their party as well. At the front we can see that Hernandi is losing quite a lot of time to Anti, who pitted for soft. And so Hernandi pits now, while Rozim will pit in the upcoming laps. We still have clouds. I'm not sure it will bring us rain in the coming laps, but it might bring us rain to the end of the race. Which is something to worry about actually. It's gonna be sunny still. Could be worse. Now we can see how... Oh wait, did Sobel pit? And I missed it. Oh yes, he did. Sobel undercut. Did an undercut on Kado and Pimushis. And so they... Oh, and they pit now. So his undercut pretty much worked on both drivers. Meanwhile, Hernandi is fighting with Rozim, who is on fresh new mediums, while Gamer is chasing down Hnandi, and Hnandi does a bit of aggressive defense, but, well, if no one complains, no one complains. Hnandi is in 6th, Rozim in 5th, Dynamite in 4th. After that horrible qualifying, Anti is in podium positions. We're gonna have Cloud, Buddha in 2nd, and Reto is your leader of the race. Now I can see some more battle between Nomskar and Pimushas.
Yeah, I have to talk about Nomskar today. He didn't have the most impressive qualifying. I think he was just like in the midfield, and now also in this race he's in the midfield, but he's still yet to pitch, so we can expect him to drop even more positions. So I don't know what happened today. He doesn't really seem to have the pace on this track.
Yeah, that's for sure. And we can't miss out our VCC battle, which are RMC in front with 13 points, I think, and LSA in the 2nd. And today we can see that pretty much LSA are in much better positions than RMC, because Gamer is only in 7th while Julo is in 13th, which is not that very good for him. And he will pitch soon for new set of tires. We're gonna have, I think, sun, and I missed it. Yeah, we do. So no rain for upcoming laps. Maybe. We don't know how, well, weather will decide to change, but for now it's almost nothing. Anti and Dynamite just pitted, and so Anti is behind Razim, and Hnandi gets pushed to the wall. And now Hnandi drives. Razim hits the wall and slows down Anti a bit. We can see this Hnandi train. It's very important to not make mistakes at this track, because it's fully in walls. So Razim, Hnandi backs out, and meanwhile, Razim gets pushed, and Hnandi got brake tested because of Razim. But that's fair enough, because Anti has much better tires. They could have tried to stop him together, but it wouldn't work, honestly. So Reto still leads, not anymore. No, he still pits. What do you mean, Re? It's
No,
fine.
sorry.
No, sorry, we don't have any lag or similar. And Hnandi and Razim will have to pit very soon. No, Hnandi will have to pit soon. Well, Razim can stay for some more laps. Dynamite is up to 6th, and after his horrible qualifying, which is very good for him.
And meanwhile, Reto has pitted for the 3rd time, and he's still ahead of Buddha, so I'm starting to believe that Reto's strategy is working much better than Buddha's now. Or maybe it could also be the pace. I believe Reto got the world record on this track I think today. And so yeah, Reto really showing quite a lot of pace today, and I think he is really well set for the win at the moment.
Yes, and that would mean for us as racers that we would not have the famous record of 5 different drivers winners and 5 different constructor winners, which is pretty much of a shame. But oh well, can't ask for really much. Sobel and we have a Sobel train. It's gonna be very interesting now. Sobel is ahead of Razim. Razim is ahead of Hnandi. Hnandi is ahead of Gamer. Gamer is ahead of Pimushas. But he's not that far. We have a Kado train actually. Kado is in front of we had, I think, Hnandi and Gamer got brake tested by Razim. Kado does a mistake. Kado pits. Dynamite in 4th place. It would be really important for his teammate Razim to stop Sobel, Hnandi and Gamer. And so they're trying. He's trying, yeah.
Yeah, really huge pileup. I would say now 4 drivers right now, just right behind Razim at the moment, just trying to pass him. But I think it's gonna be really hard.
And so we have almost Razim train, I think. Razim, Sobel, Gamer, Hnandi, and Pimush is kinda involved in that. So Gamer almost goes for an overtake of Sobel, and we lose position to Hnandi because he hit the wall. So this overtake didn't really worth it. Meanwhile, Sobel is still trying to chase down Razim. Hnandi is on his tail, but I don't think he will try to overtake him. Though he has fresh cards, pretty fresh cards. We have Sobel Train, or did we? We had a Sobel Rocket, never mind. Pimushas uses that defensive from Hnandi to overtake Gamer and Hnandi. We 18 laps short from finishing this race, so Sobel will probably chase down Razim, but he has more worn out softs and did a mistake now. Dynamite and Dante just beat it, or actually Dynamite just pets. Razim comes ahead, which is very good for him because now he can chase down Razim to use his slipstream.
I would say it's Razim that has to let Danny pass to get his slipstream.
Yeah, but for Danny it will be useful to have his slipstream too. So Razim let Dynamite pass, as we can see, and now he's having his slipstream. Hnandi goes for an overtake of Gamer. Inside turn 1, we're gonna have Klaus, huh? Interesting. Pimushas is still ahead of them. Meanwhile, Julo is in 13th position. Kubo just made a mistake, even a slapped car, I could see it. We're gonna have a bit of clouds. We might risk of having rain if weather marker will be very close to the rain zone. It's not really close, but there is still small risk. Small, but not big. So Hnandi, Gamer almost goes from the inside of Hnandi, but couldn't. Weather marker is moving. A bit of flag for Gamer. Weather marker is moving towards the rain zone. Well, now that looks interesting. No, it's gonna be sunny storm.
And
Damn.
meanwhile, talking about championship, Gamer is the leader, quite far behind, and meanwhile, RETO, his closest rival in the championship fight, is leading this race and looking well to win. So, yeah, this might really be decisive for the championship. That's something that we really cannot forget.
Yeah, that's for sure. We have both interesting battles actually. World Constructors Championship and World Drivers Championship. Meanwhile, we can see how Gamer is right behind his teammate Julo, who is on very worn out hards. And so Julo still doesn't pit. That is a bit of interesting. Meanwhile, Hnandi and Sobel are on relatively worn out tires, but Hnandi has more worn out hards. I think it will be... I think if we go about strategy here, it would be about the time to either pit for softs or mediums. Depends on your position. So we are now 12 laps short from finishing the race. So this would mean that mediums would be the best pick or hards. But everyone now is either on hards or softs. So I think everyone is going for hards just to be very safe about it. Battle between Kato and Vlado 2. Kato puts Vlado 2 into the wall. Battle ended. Goodbye. See you next time. Hnandi pits for hearts. So I was quite right about Tire Life. He just wants to be sure to finish the race on normal tires. Non-Oscar and Granty would like to use his slipstream, but I don't think Hnandi will be very delightful for that. And so he tries to run away.
Talking about the fight for the win of this race, so far it's RETO in the lead of the race as he has been the entire time.
Oh. There was a 3, almost 4 wide going to turn 1, which well, wouldn't be the best idea to do. And so we have Nomskar train of Nomskar, Pimushes, Hnendi, Grandi, and Sobel. But Pimushes and Nomskar will likely have to pit. Meanwhile, Dynamita is up to 4th place, and his teammate Rosimin is in 5th.
There's one thing I'll talk about is the fight for the win right now. So right now RETO is going to pit, and now Buddha is going to save that pit stop, but now it's going to be decisive to see if RETO will still be ahead or not, and I think it might be. It's going to be really close, but I think RETO will win this. Unless the rain comes right now, and they could still battle if they both pit for the wets.
Yes, but Buddha is in slipstream zone of RETO yet, which is quite positive for him.
Yeah,
so
but as soon as you lose it, it's going to be really hard to come back.
Yeah.
Now I think Buddha might actually trying to battle and then try to keep him behind, but he's got to be really careful now.
Oh, he is on the outside. Oh, gets pushed to the wall. And so, that's how he loses the slipstream from RETO, which is very unfortunate for him. You know, Dynamite, I think, is chasing down Anti by small... No, he doesn't. Because, well...
Yeah, Anti might be changing down Buddha, although the gap is quite big, I would say. So yeah, it's a matter who's going to be finishing in the podium if it's Anti or Danny.
Yeah. And so we can now see how Hnendi and Sobel are working together for a slipstream. Sobel has better tires than Hnendi in terms of how much they are worn out. Gamer is on softs and is running in 8th position. He can put... Oh, Rozim just speeded. And so Hnendi and Sobel can overtake him. But will they? I don't think so. Rozim has too much traction for them. Meanwhile, Gamer's pretty much chasing down them both. But in terms of points, it won't really help that much because Julu is only in 12th position, which is really isn't that good for, well, War Constructors Championship. Sobel overtakes Hnendi. Now that's interesting. Are they actually battling each other or just letting each other pass? Oh. And Gamer is on the background. Only 5 laps to go now. Rozim is in 5th position. Dynamite in 4th. Anti in 3rd. Buddha in 2nd. And RETO is in very good position to win the race. But Buddha still has the fast lap somehow. Probably. Oh no. Dynamite has the fast lap so far. And Gamer is almost on tail of Hnendi. No, not really much.
Really trying to overtake Anti now in the last few laps now. This is the battle for the podium. There you go now, try to go for his tire. Anti tried to defend. Ooh.
Oh, here he tries again.
There.
Oh,
now then he made a mistake.
So it could be... no, should I remind you that Anti is a co-owner of Mayhem Racing, officially, but we all know who is in charge there. Dynamite, of course. Oh! We're gonna have a rain! And I predicted it just now, because weather marker moved exactly to very close to the rain zone, but we could still see a bit of sun. Maybe. It's 2 laps to go though. Reminds me of Sochi 2021 in Formula 1, when it started to rain within 5 laps, I think. Oh, we're gonna have clouds. Nice.
Buddha going for the pits. Not sure if it's the best, but not sure if you exactly cost him the 2nd place, because I think you'll still leave ahead of Anti now.
And now,
and now he might potentially have a chance to catch up to RETO, because we really lose quite a lot of time in this track. But let's see if it's going to be enough, if RETO has enough gap to Buddha now.
And I think he does. And so, RETO comes to the line to win the Baku Grand Prix. Or they are Azerbaijan. Oh, Dynamite
Yes,
just lose. Oh. And Sobol overtakes Dynamite just in the last second.